Mr. Reed, how you doing this morning?
Good morning, Mr. Pikins. I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you.
Good morning, Miss Wilson.
Good morning, Miss Wilson.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Reed.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you, Mr. Parker?
I'm doing well this morning. I'm doing well. How about you?
Good, good. I'm good. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Good to see you.
Good morning, Mr. Parker.
Good to see you.
Michael, good morning. How are you?
Pretty good, thanks. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Good to see you both.
Good to see you.
Mhm. Hmm.
It's 21, I think I did.
Good morning, everyone. Who's serving as the clerk on this morning?
Good morning,
You know
Judge.
who's
It's
serving?
me, Deandrew.
Who's serving?
Deon.
Good morning, Ms. Drew. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
All right, thank you for serving today. Good morning, Officer Lot.
Good
Ms.
morning, ma'am.
Likens, I see individuals who are on my docket that are in the courtroom that are not on my docket. I have not seen Ms. Robs on this morning. And so, Ms. Drew, if you could call over and find out from Samaje or from Mr. Wade where if Ms. Robs is coming or someone needs to come on this morning.
Well, leave Miss Robs is on
Ms.
there.
Robs. All right, Ms. Robs, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, are you ready to get started?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, wonderful. I need to step out 1 second. And then, Ms. Robs, did you get my message?
Your email, Your Honor?
No, I texted you this morning.
No, my phone is not operable. Your
Oh,
Honor.
okay. I'm sorry, Ms. Robs. I'm like, is Ms. Robs ignoring me?
No, I don't have a active working phone number right now. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I got you. I got you, Ms. Robs. All right, we getting ready to start. I'm gonna just step outside 1 second.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Miss
Good
Robs.
morning.
Good morning, Ms. Robs. Good morning, to everyone also.
Good morning, Miss Drew.
Morning, Miss Drew.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon Holmes, and I'm serving as your presiding judge on this morning. I'm going to start off this morning with the specialty court docket. Ms. Roberts, I noticed that there are a couple of people on. Yesterday when we staffed, they were not on my docket. So I know you're ready. I know you're ready. So I'm good with it. I am going to acknowledge that there's an individual in the courtroom, last name Andrews. She's not on my veterans docket. And so, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I'm going to have you place your appearance on the record. And then Ms. Wilson, good morning to you. If you could send Ms. Andrews and one of the attorneys into a breakout room, that would be great.
And that would be me, Your Honor, and Miss Wilson.
Good morning, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
All right, very
Thank
good.
you. Good morning, Judge. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you. Good morning again, Judge. And can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you and I can see you. Good morning, Mr. Reed. And I
Thank
am
you.
granting your motion on this morning.
Thank you.
And good morning, Your Honor, Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I too would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. Ms. Robbs, place your appearance on the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ebony Robb, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right, good to see you, Ms. Robbs. Good morning. All right, Mr. Kucheri.
Good morning, Honorable Judge. Daniel Kucheri, Veterans Justice Outreach Coordinator with the Detroit VA.
All right, good morning, Mr. Kucheri.
Good morning.
And Mr. Parker.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jimmy Parker, Veteran Treatment Court Mentor.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Parker.
Good
All
morning.
right, we are ready to get started. Ms. Robbs, I did see, well, now I don't see anyone on the screen. Are there any veterans in the courtroom? If so, I need you to turn your camera on. If I don't see you, I can't service you. Please turn on your camera. All right, good morning, Mr. Franklin.
I'm sorry, I had issue with my mic. I apologize and good morning to you, Judge.
All right, let's do it. Ms. Robbs, you'll need to read Mr. Franklin's case number into the record. I don't have it on my docket this morning.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Franklin is not scheduled for today, Your Honor. He's
Oh,
actually scheduled for June 21st. So I'm not really sure, but we can, if Your Honor, if you would like for me to proceed with doing his case, he's doing well. But his case number is SP 105-98852 and case number 134-045-831.
All right, Mr. Franklin, go ahead and state your name for the record.
Jeffrey Franklin, man.
All right, so Mr. Franklin, you just decided to show up today because you just wanted to see us.
No, it's actually, I really wanted to be more safe than sorry.
There
I
you
set
go.
my calendar to notify me every other week, but it changed, a little while ago and I never updated it. So I got the notice for my calendar to be here,
All
so.
right. Well, you did the right thing. It's okay. You did the right thing. Things are going well for you, Mr. Franklin?
Yeah, they're going quite well. I'm literally amazed at the progress that I have made from the time I first started, and got into this program and went to Emmanuel House, which is my clean date is June 4th. So within only a year, I've established stable housing, through HUD-VASH, and furthermore than that, the great news I have to report now is that now I'm closing on my first house, and it's by the 30th of June.
Come on, Mr. Franklin. I'm glad you joined us this morning. I
Yes, ma'am.
needed some good news. I love it. I love it, Mr. Franklin. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You
So-
are doing it, sir. You're doing it. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
Listen, and you're working your program in the midst of all of these wonderful things that you're doing.
Absolutely. That's first and foremost.
All right, very, very good. Are you having any difficulties, any challenges that you need us to help you with, Mr. Franklin?
No challenges whatsoever. Everything is peachy right now.
Right
I
now?
just, I just have to make sure that I maintain proper employment because now I have a mortgage now. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
even greater
Yes, sir.
responsibility. Yes.
Yes, sir. So you need to maintain employment, okay?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. You've got some great things going on, Mr. Franklin. Very proud of you. Is there anything that you need us to help you with to help you stay on track?
Not really. I mean, I know what I'm supposed to do, and I just got to follow through with my requirements and the things that I need to take care of, and mainly, besides staying clean and making all appointments and all the tests and keeping a great attitude, in the process. I think that I've been given all the necessary tools, and that I can go ahead and continue on with the great life.
All right, you have definitely have the right outlook, Mr. Franklin, definitely.
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Franklin, were you at the graduation?
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Okay, yes. Okay, give me 1 second, team, 1 second.
Mhm.
All right, my apologies, Mr. Franklin, my apologies. I wanted to hear from you, your take on the graduation. Have I already talked to you about graduation?
Yeah, you did. But
Yeah, okay.
I'll reiterate the highlights. The highlights was I did not know that the program was as extensive as it is. And I had no idea that there were so many people out there that were working to assist us in our reacclimation to a better life. So I was quite impressed with the just the itinerary and also the number of people and everyone, you know, like from the police chief representative all the way down. It's just seemed very extensive. I was caught by a pleasant surprise that it was that extensive.
Right, very good, very good. All right, I'm gonna hear from Ms. Robs at this time. Ms. Robs, since he's here, might as well update me.
Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Franklin reported, Your Honor, he is doing extremely well. He's completely compliant with his testing. He's compliant, Your Honor, with the things that the court has, you know, have ordered him to do. We do have to set up an appointment time for him to come up here. As he did indicate, he wanted to start working towards his license. So we're going to set up a date and time for him to get, to see what we need to do in order to make that happen for him. You want to just say, you know, Mr. Franklin, I know the last time that we talked, we did have, you know, you did have some concerns with regard to, you know, housing. So I'm just really happy to hear that you were able to close down on that deal. You stayed consistent with that. You did not, you know, allow that to overwhelm you, and you continue to keep pressing. So I just want to say congratulations to you, and I'm proud of you, you know.
Thank you.
Because we were, you know, we were talking about some things and we were getting kind of overwhelmed, but, you know, you persevered through. He did, Your Honor, you know, address that he has one of his goals was financial stability. You know, he's remaining consistent with his employment. You know, he's just overall doing a great job. He's still doing his, working on his family unification with his, you know, his daughters, his grandkids, you know, so he's just doing a great job. And I just commend you, Mr. Franklin, and just, you know, encourage you to continue to do and to keep doing a great job.
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Ms. Robs. Mr. Kusheri?
Good morning. Thank you again, Your Honor. Mr. Franklin is entirely compliant with all of his treatment. He's completed most of it. He completed all of the outpatient and residential treatment.
Oh, Mr. Kusheri, I lost you.
Yeah.
Can you all hear him?
It's the internet. I need to come over to his house and fix that issue for him.
Well, Ms. Robs, you make sure you share that with Mr. Kusheri, because we certainly completely lost contact with him. And so, I mean, we really lost contact with him. All right. So that, well, I'm sure there were no issues, right, Ms. Robs?
Your Honor, there's no issues reported. I was able to consult with Mr. Kusheri with regard to Mr. Franklin and he didn't report any issues other than, you know, he's compliant. He has completed his outpatient. He's still seeking, you know, additional services through the VA, and he's completely compliant at this time, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Mr. Franklin?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Franklin. Good report. Congratulations on the job. I know you have a new job, and congratulations on the home. I'm glad to hear that you're happy with what's going on. Keep up the good work, sir. Be safe and be cool. I understand it's going to be 100 degrees tomorrow, so be cool, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Franklin, you came here wanting to get all these pieces together and figure it out. It seems like you're on track to do that, and you're putting all the pieces together, and you're marching the straight road, sir. And you ought to be proud of yourself, because we are. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Parker, were you going to add anything?
As a matter of fact, yes, Your Honor, I too would like to congratulate, although I'm not his mentor, but I would like to congratulate him on the home and also on his accomplishments. I haven't said anything concerning any of Mr. Scott's mentees, but I'm very impressed, and I just want to congratulate you again. You're doing well, and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Yana.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right, Mr. Kusheri, you did get tossed out.
Mr. Franklin, I'm so sorry. That's so
internet.
anticlimactic. I was about to tell you how amazing everything was going and how proud you should be of yourself. I was just going to say that, you always give other people all these props about how you have learned and gleaned all of these skills and tools along the way that have helped strengthen your coping so that you can survive in this world and build your life back. And truthfully, I just wanted to remind you that you have done all of the work on your own, and it has not been easy. You have been through so much, and it really has. A lot of situations and a lot of chapters throughout this season have been prolonged and very stressful, and you have just cartwheeled through it, and you deserve all of the credit. So I just wanted to congratulate you on a good report and congratulate you on the condo and the property, and you're doing great.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Ms. Ross, Mr. Franklin is doing great. We're certainly proud of him for his non-hearing. Do you have a hearing date scheduled for him for his next?
Yes, Your Honor. If Your Honor, could we maintain his, actually, Your Honor, if we could move his actual court date to June 28th at 8:35 a.m. for his actual hearing. Hopefully by then, Mr. Franklin will have met and we have a full plan, to move forward with working towards that license, okay?
All right, did you get that, Mr. Franklin?
Yes, ma'am.
All
I
right.
have the correct update on my calendar.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir. Yes, sir. You can drop in anytime. We'll still talk to you. All right. All right. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Franklin for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. I truly, truly appreciate you. And I will see you on June 28th, okay?
Okay, thank you much.
Very good. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Ms. Robs, did we lose Mr. Smith or did he decide he's gonna come back on his right day?
Yes, Your Honor, he decided that he would come back on his right day, which is the 21st of June.
All right, I'm not mad at Mr. Smith. I don't want to see me either when All right. All right, very good. And so Mr. Reed or Mr. Fikens, one of you went in the breakout room with the young lady who's not on my docket.
Yes,
You know what's going on there?
I do, Judge. She was using somebody else's phone, her boyfriend's phone. He is on our docket for the 27th, I think, of July. I'm not sure of the date, but she was in another courtroom, Judge Evans' courtroom, so we sent her over there.
All right, very good, very good. Thank you so much. I am ready. Well, I don't have my docket, doesn't start till 9:30. I just realized the time says 9:30. And so, Ms. Robs, while I have you, because I know you're playing catch up today, I'd like to call your face-to-face matters so that we can get them squared away and free up the morning, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I have for Aaron Adams, Z8081351. Is that you, Ms. Robs?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Did you want to, I can provide an update, Your Honor.
Brief update in his next court date.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Adams he's doing okay, Your Honor. We're still struggling with some things with regard to getting him an appropriate place for treatment. However, he is continuing to test negative, Your Honor. He is having some other issues. He stated he got a job, which I was happy for him, but as I explained to him, we have to get him squared away with treatment.
Yes.
So we do have to follow up with regard to that. He's doing great, but we do still have that grief and loss issue that needs to be addressed. So we are going to follow up with that. He is doing well outside of that, Your Honor. But his next return of court date would be June 28th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right, thank you, Ms. Ross.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there any other update, Mr. Bucieri, that you needed to provide as to Mr. Adams? I don't believe he received services through the VA, is that correct?
No, Your Honor.
All right,
Yes, ma'am.
very good. Thank you. All right, I have for William Aldridge, 210-448-6001. Ms.
Your
Ross,
Honor, Mr. Aldridge is doing extremely well. He's maintaining, working on his goals. He's continuing to keep in contact with me. He did have some little struggles, some family things. He's working with his brother. He reported on record before, so he's taking more of a supportive role with that. He's completely compliant with this test and all negative screens. He's followed up with, Dr. Alexander. He's accomplished those and completed his requirements for the courses assigned for his court order. Your Honor, he's just doing a great job. He's in phase 2, and he's just working his way through the program. So, I have no issues to report at this time with him. His return to court date, Your Honor, as well will be June 28th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
all right, wonderful. Any other updates from Mr. Bucieri as to Mr. Aldridge?
No, Your Honor, he completed all of his treatment and successfully finished everything at the VA. He's free to continue as needed, but right now he's not receiving any additional services from us.
Okay, and there's no continuum of care for Mr. Aldridge?
Well, the continuum of care was just that he was assigned a team and he declined any interest in ongoing services, but he has a group of folks that he can reach out to in the event that he ever does want to re-engage. But he completed all of the programming that was currently indicated and set up for him.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Bucieri. All right, I have for Marcus O'Brien, 210-611-8501. Ms. Ross.
Your Honor, Mr. O'Brien continues to do well. He's working in terms of his his treatment and things of that nature. We did have a challenge because he had been calling jams and they had not called his color. So he was really concerned about that. So I'm hoping that was rectified. I wasn't here yesterday to kind of to follow up, but he was very concerned, about missing any test because he is outside of that, Your Honor, extremely compliant with his testing. He never missed tests. He's always negative. So I do need to follow up with him with regard to that. However, he is in a better mental state, Your Honor, in terms of the things that he had reported on record before. He's still working, we did set up some things in terms of some referrals, some hoping that he followed up with that. He is also in phase 2. And no issues outside of the issue with the testing and his color not being called. And again, Your Honor, I do plan on following up with him with regard to that to make sure he is consistent and compliant in the area, which I don't think I'll have an issue. But outside of that, Mr. O'Brien is doing well, Your Honor. I do have a return of court date of June 28th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Right, Ms. Ross, I do need you to find out from Jams why all of a sudden his number or his color was not called.
Yes.
To make sure that we don't have that issue. And then also, you said you had some referrals for him. Please keep the court, and I know that you're well informed that he is complying with those referrals.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, he continues to be in compliance. Very good. And I have him for a return to court date of June 28th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. All right, that would serve for the cases that were scheduled for face-to-face on today. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I've already reached out to Ms. Brimage. She is going to join us at 10 o'clock for her cases. And then at 9:30 a.m., hopefully Mr. Appling will join us on the arraignment for the bench warrant. We are going to be in recess at this time. Mr. Sherry and Mr. Parker, thank you all for serving today. That's the end of our Veterans Treatment Court docket. And so I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for all that you do to help us with our veterans. We appreciate it. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Judge.
Have a great day. Stay cool.
Somebody's calling us.
Take
Hold
care,
on
everyone.
1 second. Yes, in the courtroom, yes.
We do have Mr. Paul in the courtroom.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Paul, Keith Paul.
All right, so thank you. You're free to leave, Mr. Parker. You're good.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Robs, Mr. Paul was on yesterday and he was released to go home. I did not want to keep him in in the jail because I wanted him to have an opportunity to get with you. But today I need Mr. Paul reassessed because I don't know that where he's going. I'm not interested in him going to a girlfriend's house. We know that bouncing around is not stability for Mr. Paul. And so, Ms. Robs, I need you to get with him today. Let's get him reassessed. Let's get a plan together. And before Mr. Paul leaves that courtroom, I need to know what that proposed plan is so that I can sign off on it and he can go where he needs to go.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll head down to the courtroom now.
All right, and Mr. Paul, thank you for showing up on this morning. I know you got that call in the afternoon that you need to come back today, so I appreciate you being in compliance, okay? I can't hear him, but hopefully you heard me. All right, Mr. Wood- all right. We're gonna be in recess. I'll come back on, or Miss Drew, if you could contact me and let me know if someone shows up before I come back on, that would be great. Miss Wilson, I am going to leave you as the host, and then I'll join back in shortly. Okay,
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
thank you. Thank you all for your assistance.
Miss Drew,
Yes, Attorney Reed?
when you get a chance, could you send Mr. Fikens and myself a copy of the docket for Friday?
Okay, I sure will. Is that the only one y'all need? Do you need Thursday still?
I need Thursday, Ms. Drew.
I
Ms. Reed,
don't need Thursday. I have Thursday already, Miss Drew.
Mr. Reed won't
Okay,
share
I'll
his
go ahead.
Thursday with me.
No, he don't. I'll send it right now. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you?
Good. Did you take care of matters from yesterday?
Are you talking to Johnny Atisha, sir?
Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, you said, did I take care of matters? My house manager here just sent the results to Agent Burmage
Okay.
regarding my urine and all that. The only issue I have right now is money to be able to pay the fine. My sister was willing to help me with $200, and I got to pay the course. That course I'm taking, from what Agent Burmage said, that is $40 for that.
Have you,
I can
sir?
pay the rest.
Excuse me, just a sec, because we're on live right now. Did you say all this to Ms. Brimage? Have you talked to Ms. Brimage?
Yes, yes, sir, I did. Just
Okay. And you told her all that, is that correct?
yes, I told her I had 200. I told her I would ask the judge if she would allow me to pay the rest of the balance of the 200 towards the fines.
Sir, but all I want to know is whether or not you talked to Ms. Brimage. That's good.
Yes, I did, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good, sir.
Thank you. Now, all I need to do is stay on this line, right? To
Yes,
get with
sir.
the judge? Yes.
Yes.
All right.
You can put yourself on mute though, Mr. Atista.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Pickens,
Yes, sir.
are you familiar with this gentleman?
I am. Not as much as I thought, but I am.
Copy of this in the mail yet?
Good morning.
For some reason yours doesn't arrive and you want a copy of it? Just give me a
Can
call.
you, is it possible for me, you and Atisha and Mr. Atisha to go into a breakout room? We're gonna discuss what you all were discussing and we're gonna reschedule them per the judge.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
Then either Miss Wilson or Miss Drew, could someone send Miss Brimage, Mr. Atisha, and myself into a breakout room?
Okay.
Oh.
Basically,
Okay, it's a weapons charge.
did you get, for whatever reason, you get charged for something?
Thank
Please
you.
give me a call.
Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, Are you
Yes.
all ready to proceed with the 9:30 matter?
Ms. Bridge and Mr. Fikes are in a breakout room with one of the defendants, and the 9:30 matter has not shown up, Judge, I don't believe.
All right, who's in the breakout room with Mr. Fikens?
Ms. Brimage and
Oh,
one of
Miss
her
Brimage.
clients.
Okay, all right, very good. Then, Mr. Reed, I am going to call the 9:30 if you are ready to proceed. Are you ready?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge.
All
Yes.
right, very good. Miss Drew, are you ready? Miss Drew, are you ready?
I'm fine, Judge. How are you?
Okay, yes, I'm asking, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. All right,
Okay.
thank you. I have the following matters for 9:30 a.m. I have for Lazaro Appling, SP 887-273, counts 1 and 2 and 3. I also have you 565-81720, case number 105-744-771, case number 114-64266, counts 1 and 2, and case number 207-150-221. Mr. Appling was scheduled to appear at 9:30 a.m. for an arraignment on the bench warrant. Mr. Reed, have you seen your client?
No, Judge, my client is not in the courtroom. I do not know my client's whereabouts at this time, Judge.
All right, very good. Then what I'm going to do, Ms. Drew, is I'm going to issue a capias. The bond on the first 3 matters will be $25 cash or surety. For the matter for offering to engage another for an act of prostitution, I'm entering a capias. However, that bond is going to be set at $75 cash or surety. And then for the remaining matters for Mr. Apley, they will also be $25 cash or surety. Okay? All right, wonderful. Mr. Johnson, you have missed some screens, so you're gonna come in to see me on Thursday, okay? So I'm calling your case for Damian Johnson, case number 200-616-0201. Mr. Johnson, you are to report to the courtroom physically at 36 District Court on Thursday, which is June 16th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. I'll see you then, okay? All right, thank you. Get yourself together, Mr. Johnson. Go to your screenings, okay? Don't do this. Don't do this. You don't get a bonus or anything because you wanted to smoke marijuana and be on regular probation. You're going to do 12 months and you're going to do it the way you're supposed to do it, or you're going to end up at that Wayne County jail. Don't do this to yourself, Mr. Johnson. Don't do this to yourself. I'm a facilitator, but you're going to do it to yourself. So get yourself together and go to your testing. Do what you are supposed to do because you're going to end up at the jail. You understand me? Okay, you're on mute. I don't know what you're saying, but I hope that you can hear me and understand me.
Yes, Your
Okay?
Honor.
All right. Because you're not going to do what you want to do. You're
Oh,
not.
that's not the
Okay.
case, Your Honor.
All right. All right. I'm see you Thursday in person. Okay.
Okay,
All right. I like your new glasses. You look nice.
thank you. These are my work glasses.
Okay. Got me fussing and all of that on a Tuesday. I don't like fussing on Tuesdays, but if you make me fuss, I will.
I apologize. I don't have much money due to child support, so I only have enough to make it to work. And
Mr. Johnson, money
Yes, ma'am.
has never stopped us from testing. And Mr. Johnson, you working. You have to make a way. That's what men do. They make a way. For the things that are important to them, men make a way. You're a grown man. Make a way. Make a way. I'm not gonna babysit you. Make a way. Okay, I'm talk to you Thursday. I'll see you in person, okay? All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, sir. And then for Mr. Atisha, I'm calling that case as well. You know, case number U 600-61121. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, Mr. Atisha is doing well. As you know, he is in inpatient treatment. As Miss Brimage updated me, he is going to Zoom back in with me next week, Tuesday, which would be the 21st of June, and that will be at 10 o'clock a.m. Okay?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge. Mr. Atista is in the breakout room right now with Ms. Bramage and Mr. Fikens. So I
Yes,
just
and
wanted to let the court know.
he's doing fine. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And he's doing well. All right, very good. And then Miss Robs, I do see that you have joined us. Do you have an update as to Mr. Paul? Before you do that, Miss 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 Drew, I need you to add Jeffrey Franklin to my docket for today,
Okay.
as well as Mr. Paul. All right, Miss Robs, you may proceed with your update as to Mr. Paul.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Paul was able to get on the 1-800 line, Your Honor. He was approved for outpatient services through Detroit Recovery Project. They did set him up for an appointment on June 16th, 2022 at 9 a.m. He is to meet with Miss Adana for his intake and assessment. I do have the reference number as well as his ID number for the record. Your Honor. We did have him test today at the court, as well as I have set him up for testing at ATS for 3 times a week, Your Honor, for 30 days, until we get a consistent pattern of negative screens, and just to kind of evaluate where he's at. Where he did provide, Your Honor, an address for where he is to reside, or where he is going, where he's going to reside. So I would need to do a field visit to verify his place sometime very soon. So we have, Your Honor, again, we have him with an appointment for Detroit Recovery Project to begin outpatient services 2 times a week. His appointment is set for June 16th, which will be in 2 days, on Thursday of this week at 9 a.m. with therapist Adana, who will be going to the West Grand Boulevard location. He's been set up for testing at ATS for 3 times per week for 30 days. And that's the plan that we have right now, Your Honor.
All right. And so, Ms. Robs, you know that for Mr. Paul, he's already done a sanction at the jail. I am concerned because he's going to an address that we have not verified as an environment that is conducive for sobriety. I understood that you are having him test a minimum of 3 times per week. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is Mr. Paul working?
Your Honor, he is not working, but he does have financial.
Yes, that's right. Okay. All right. That's right. All right. And so, Ms. Robs,
Yes, Your Honor.
For Mr. Paul, when his tests were positive, they came back for ETG only. Is that correct?
Yes,
He's not
Your
had
Honor.
any other substances. Is that correct?
No other substances.
So then my question is, since Mr. Paul has walked away and all of those things, should we be placing him on an alcohol tether for the first 30 days?
Your Honor, I'm in full agreement.
Okay. And if I place him on an alcohol tether for 30 days, starting 30 days, would he still need to test 3 times per week?
Your Honor, then I would ask that he be reduced to 2 times per week.
All right. All right. Very good. And so, Ms. Robs, I need you to get with Mr. Wade. We will pay for that SoberLink monitoring for Mr. Keith, Mr. Keith Paul. And let's just, let's get him started. And maybe, we'll pay 1 week and then he can, or 2 weeks, and then he can pay a week, and then, but let's do that with him, do the testing 2 times per week. And then I want to see Mr. Paul next week, Ms. Robs. What's
Yes,
a good
Your Honor.
date for you?
Your Honor, could we have him come in on June 20th? I think would be a good day for him, because it's actually his birthday too, Your Honor. So if we can have him come in on June 20th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
Okay, yes. We can do that. We'll do that. We'll put him on for June 20th. Mr. Paul. Oh, wait a minute. Is the 20th? Are we closed on the 20th?
We are, Your Honor. I apologize.
It's Juneteenth, Miss Rives.
Yes, it is. I apologize. Your Honor, could we move him to Thursday, the 23rd?
Yes, ma'am. We certainly can. We'll move him to Thursday, June 23rd at 8:35 a.m. And I want him to come into the courtroom. He can physically come to court on that day, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Miss Robs, I want him to get that alcohol tether today. He can't leave the courthouse until Mr. Joel comes to bring him the sober link. Are we doing the sober link or the alcohol tether? Which one?
Your Honor, the alcohol tether.
Okay, let's do the alcohol tether. All right, very good. And so he can't leave until that is until he's set up for the alcohol tether. Mr.
Yes,
Reed,
Your Honor.
any objections? Mr. Fikens, any objections?
No, Judge, no objections. No, Judge.
Okay, very good. He's going back to where he was. And then Ms. Robs, if you could get an update as to whether or not the environment that he's in is conducive, because I thought he bought a house. Now he's living with a girlfriend.
Your Honor, he did actually buy a house. I do have that address. I believe that those two stay together. I asked Mr. Paul for other addresses. I do have his aunt's address as well. She is actually physically, not the aunt, but the girlfriend is actually physically in the courtroom as well. So I will do another, some more questions, ask some more questions, Your Honor, just for verification purposes, for any additional addresses that may be needed.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you so much, Ms. Robs.
Absolutely.
All right, anything else from the team on this morning? Thank you all for working with me. I'm here a lot longer than I thought I would be. And so I appreciate you all working with me this morning. Anything else?
No, Judge, thank you.
All right, very good. Ms. Drew, if you could send me the docket for Wednesday for tomorrow, because I have staff today for mental health court at 1:30 p.m.
I sure will, Judge. We have one more person on the docket. It's a Ariel Cameron.
Oh, Miss Cameron, Miss Robs, yesterday. Thank you. I have an older docket. Thank you, Miss Drew. Miss Robs.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ariel Cameron was on yesterday at 10:35, but in the system it said she was supposed to be in court. Was she supposed to have a face-to-face yesterday?
Your Honor, she was supposed to have a face-to-face. I think that I know that was an error on my part. She did. Okay. She is supposed to have a face-to-face, and I did reach out to her on this morning. All is well. I received a progress report from Adult Wellbeing, from her therapist, who indicates that she's on the right track. She's completely on track to complete their 90-day program, August 9th, 2022, that she's in compliance with attending her sessions. She's being assigned a peer recovery coach, and she's working on her goals. So she's in full compliance there. She's in compliance with her testing. She's still working. I have no issues to report, Your Honor. She's doing well.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. And so I'm glad we didn't issue that warrant yesterday, Ms. Free. You know, I was on a warrant roll. All right. And so what would be the return to court date for Ms. Cameron?
Your Honor, for June 27th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
All right. Very good. All right. Thank you, Ms. Drew. Good catch. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Judge, thank you.
That's it?
I think that's
all right.
it.
We are in great shape. You all don't have to be bothered with me this afternoon. That'll be another team of attorneys. And so you all try to enjoy your morning. It's a good day for you. Trust me, we'll make up with it probably before the end of the week. So enjoy it. And I will see you all. I won't see this team again until Thursday.
Thank you, okay. Judge. And,
all right.
And be cool, Judge. Be cool. It's gonna be 100 degrees tomorrow, so.
It is. All right. Well, I'm freezing in here now, Mr. Reed. So I might have to look forward to that 100 degrees on tomorrow. Yes. Okay. All right. All right. Everybody be safe. Thank you, Miss Wilson. Thank you, Miss Drew. And I'm available should you all need me. Okay.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Mr. Fikens?
Yes, sir.
Did you know the court was closed on the 20th?
I did not know that.
That's next Monday. Ms. Drew, is the court closed on Monday?
Yes, it is. We're closed on Monday, Juneteenth.
June 20th, okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So I think that that wraps it up, doesn't it, Mr. Reed?
I believe so. I believe we're good, Mr.
Yeah,
Fikens.
have a good rest of your day, okay?
You too, Deanne.
All right, thank you, Ms. Drew. Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Awful lot. You all have a good day. Stay
Awesome.
cool
Yeah, take
tomorrow.
care. Now stay cool. Be cool.
Yeah.